In the series, Nelsonville-York has won 27, Trimble has won 12, and there have been 2 ties. Nelsonville-York has won the last 3 meetings, and the last 2 played here at Gloucester Stadium. It has been decided, the score has been 7-6. Trimble winning the game in 2007, Buckeyes winning the last game in 2009. Again, both games, the final score was 7-6.
That right there tells you it doesn't matter what paper says, who's supposed to win, who's got the upper hand. This is going to be a dogfight to the end.
John Stevens kicks it away, and that's going to go out of bounds. Bobby Lightline watches it go out of bounds. Looks like the Buckeyes will start on their own 35.
That's about the same place the ball went out of bounds as the Buckeyes come out onto the field. It'll be the starting lineup for the Buckeyes offense. You got left end, number 21, Daniel Klein. Left tackle, 78, Isaac Andrews. Left guard, 57, Austin McCullough. The center, you've got number 61, Kyle Moore. Right guard, number 74, Tucker Johnson. Right tackle, 65, is Isaiah Mello. The right end is number 20, Garrison Breeze. Wingback, number 9, Mark Carter. Fullback, number 28, Jacob Perkins. Tailback, 10, Dustin Young. And quarterback, number 11, Nathan Dean.
Buckeyes out of the eye. 2 receivers split out to this side. Nathan Dean takes the snap, and immediately Dustin Young hit in the backfield. I believe that was J.D. Chesser on the hit.
I believe it was, and if you notice the lineup that the Tomcats were coming with, they only put 3 men down linemen and had like a 4-man behind them, but everybody was coming. I think they sent all 7.
Second down and about 11 for the Buckeyes. A 1-yard loss back to the 34. And the Buckeyes will go out of the shotgun. Nathan Dean, of course, at quarterback. 2 receivers on the left, 3 on the right. Dean takes a snap, rolls this way, throws. It is caught. And Jacob Perkins will take it out to the 36, a gain of 2, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 9.
Brought down by Austin Keith and Connor Stanley there of the defensive side of the ball for the Tomcats. That's probably the biggest difference you'll see in the Buckeye offense this year from last year. Last year they came out here and had over 280 yards rushing and about 60 passing. This is a much more pass-oriented offense this year. Nathan Dean now in his 3rd starting year as the quarterback for the Buckeyes.
Dean out of the shotgun, 3rd and 9. Good protection, throws, and it's dropped by Garrison Breeze right at midfield.
In and out of the hands of Garrison Breeze, and that you don't see that very often. Garrison's pretty sure-handed receiver for the Buckeyes. But as you can see already, he's throwing the ball twice. He's thrown to 2 different receivers. You'll probably see him actually throw to 5 possible different receivers throughout the evening.
Dustin Young will punt it away for the Buckeyes. Austin Keith and Connor Stanley back deep for the Tomcats. Jacob Perkins, the long snapper for Nelsonville-York. Nice snap, good protection, and Young gets it away.
That's going to hit the ground. Oh, Connor Stanley picks it off at the 35.
He'll take it out to about the 44-yard line. That's where the Tomcats will have their first possession. Quarterbacking the Tomcats, number 19, Justin Jewell.
The rest of the offense, you got number 4, Connor Stanley. Number 5, Austin Keith. 19, Justin Jewell. 20, Storm Rushing. Number 24, Jacob Hooper. 25, Wyatt Deek. You've got number 40, Cyrus Jones. 55, Cody Bragg. 56, J.D. Chesser. And we'll grab the next few after the play.
11:08 to play in the first quarter, no score. Joel hands it off to Keith, and he'll dive forward for a couple yards. He gets it out to the 47.
I believe Dakota Hook shot in there from the linebacker position that time and made the first hit.
Gain of 3 brings up 2nd and 7. Getting this game also being played for the First National Bank Traveling Trophy. It started in 1996. The Buckeyes have won 11. Trimble has won 4. And the Buckeyes right there defensively this time.
Look like you've got number 57, Austin McCullough, and number 7, Jacob Kuhn on the first stop there right off the line there for the Buckeyes. Nice job by the Buckeye defensive line.
Loss of 1, and to bring up 3rd and 8 for the Tomcats. 10:05 to play, opening quarter, no score. Buckeyes received the opening kickoff, but they went 3 and out. This is the Tomcats' first possession. Trimble out of the eye. Justin Jewett, quarterback. 3rd down and 8. And we have a flag coming in. Whistles blow the play dead. Illegal procedure on Trimble.
Yeah, the coaching staff of the Buckeyes wasn't going to let that one go. They were all over that on that far side. And again, the Buckeyes are going to stay in this 4-4 type defense as long as they can. Unless the Tomcats try to spread them out, you'll then see them kind of do things a little bit differently. But that'll be the standard D that you see the Buckeyes staying in. They've got a lot of versatile players in the secondary that can really move around and help you out in a lot of different facets.
3rd and 13 now for Trimble. Jewell hands it off on a draw play, Austin Keith. And he's going to take it out to the 46-yard line. He picks up about 5. He gets the 5 yards back from the penalty, but it brings up 4th and 8 for Trimble.
Caleb Covert on the stop there from his linebacker position for the Buckeyes. Made a nice kind of shucking of the blocker that time to get in position to make that tackle. Garrison Breeze back to receive this for the Buckeyes, along with Mark Carter.
Chris Spears will punt it away for Trimble. Nice snap. He gets it away. Buckeyes will let it bounce. It takes a Trimble roll and heads out of bounds right around the 20-yard line. That's where the Buckeyes will have their second possession. 9:10 to play in the opening quarter. No score at Gloucester Stadium.
Pretty much what I expected to see at this particular point of the game. Both offenses are trying to feel out exactly what's going on, and quite honestly, both defenses might be the strength of both teams. They're very quick defenses. They both are quick to the ball, and that's going to be their bread and butter throughout the season.
Buckeyes split out 2 receivers to this side on 1st and 10 out of the eye. Perkins at fullback and Young at tailback. Dean takes a snap, hands it off. Dustin Young. Young with some running. And he'll take it out to about the 32-yard line, and he's got a 1st down on a gain of 12.
I believe that was Jacob Perkins that put out that first block that freed him up to get up inside there and get a nice hole to keep him running there. Nice running by Dustin. And you'll see he's more of a power runner this year. He's put on a little bit of weight. He's a little bit stronger. Defensively, number 20 made the stop for the Tomcats. That was Storm Rushing.
Buckeyes 1st and 10 on their own 32. Hand off to Dustin Young. Comes to this side, and he'll take it out to about the 37. He picks up 5.
Again, the right side of the line of the Buckeyes did a nice little job giving him just enough hole as he gets up through there.
Call it a gain of 4. Buckeyes with a 2nd and 6.
A little bit more life to the offensive line of the Buckeyes in this second series.
Mark Carter in motion to the left side. Handoff goes to Jacob Perkins. And he
stays on his feet.
Footing, and he takes it out to the 47-yard line. 1st down Buckeyes.
Nice run by Perkins that time. I thought he was going to be down at about the line of scrimmage as he was trying to get around the corner, but he keeps his balance, puts his hand down, and keeps forward. Gets 10 yards positive yardage on that for a 1st down for the Buckeyes. Nice job by Perk.
1st and 10 Buckeyes on their own 47, out of the eye. Dean, play action, looking to throw, does so, and it's picked off down at the Trimble 38-yard line.
It was intended for Daniel Klein, but it was overthrown a bit, and it was intercepted, I believe, by number 10, Austin Downs, who is just a freshman out there for the Tomcats. Gets the interception, gets the first big turnover. And, you know, this is something that we did talk about prior to the game. One thing that can make a game more, I guess, equal between 2 components is the fact that if you have turnovers, it equates a lot of mistakes, you know. So that's the Tomcats are going to come out looking for that.
Handoff to Austin Keith, and he's hit and dropped right at the 40. A short gain on the play, gain of about 1.
Caleb Covert comes up and makes that hit from his linebacker position, does a nice job.
2nd and 9 for Trimble on their own 40. 7:27 to play in the opening quarter, no score. Beautiful night for football in the Valley.
Oh, it's perfect out here, no question about it.
As always, big crowd, people standing all the way around the football field here at Gloucester Stadium. Justin Jewett, quarterback. And we have some movement by the fullback of Trimble, and that will be a legal procedure, and will bring up 2nd and 14.
I'm not sure who the first one was actually called on. I think it was someone up along the line, so I don't think it's the same type of individual making the same mistake, but that's the type of thing, you know, after a turnover, you don't want to have mistakes like that. You want to capitalize and try to move the ball down the field. This helps the Buckeyes defense out a little bit.
Ball spotted back at the Trimble 36-yard line where it's 2nd and 14. Tomcats split out 3 receivers to this side, 2 to the far side. Jewell out of the shotgun. High snap, it is handed off to Connor Stanley coming to this side. And he'll be knocked out of bounds right around the 41-yard line by Jacob Perkins.
Yeah, he's going to get about 7 yards on the carry that time. Perkins did a nice job of tackling him as he was right along the sideline still.
3rd down and 8 now for the Tomcats on their own 42.
It'll be 3rd down on about 8 for the Tomcats.
Another long and 3rd down situation here for the Tomcats. Last time they tried that little draw play to see if they could catch the defense off guard.
Receivers split out on each side for Trimble. Out of the eye, man in motion comes to this side. Hand off to Keith. And he'll take it out to the 45, but he'll be about 4 yards shy of a 1st down to bring up 4th and 4.
And he brought down there by Daniel Klein and Dakota Hook on the tackle that time. Nice job by the Buckeye defense.
Chris Spears will punt it away for the Tomcats. Bobby Lightwine, Garrison Breeze back deep for the Buckeyes. Low snap, but he fields it nicely and gets it away. Garrison Breeze will take this on the run, but nice coverage by Trimble. He's taken down at the 32-yard line.
Connor Stanley on the defensive side of the ball for the Tomcats really came down the field quickly, closed any opportunity of a hole for Garrison to run that ball. I will tell you, though, both Daniel Klein and Isaiah Mello were close to getting to that kick that time. They were both back in that backfield.
A nice job by Chris Spears to handle that snap. It was on the ground, and he fielded it cleanly.
Very nice job. When that skips on the ground, you never know which direction it's going to go.
So the Buckeyes now with their 3rd possession, starting on their own 32. Nathan Dean at quarterback. Mark Carter in motion to the left side. Pitch out goes to Dustin Young.
Nice blocking
Dustin
by
Young
the
cuts
Buckeyes.
it up. Dustin Young to this side.
He's going to break it.
At the 40. Dustin Young at the 20. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Buckeyes.
What a run by Dustin Young to bust it open. A 68-yard touchdown scamper. And again, I'm going to give the credit to the line and to the wideouts on that side. Everybody blocked somebody and gave him an opportunity to find the holes and hit those cutbacks, and he just did a great job of reading the defense, or reading his blocks and taking off.
Nathan Dean will attempt the point after touchdown. Dustin Young will hold. Jacob Perkins will snap. Obviously, in these type of games with Trimble, every point is important. And the extra point is up, and the extra point is good. Nice. Buckeyes 7, Tomcat 0, 5:40 to play in the first quarter. Connor Stanley and Austin Keith back deep for the Tomcats.
Nathan Dean will be doing the kicking duties here for the Buckeyes as he kicks the ball off for the first time for the Buckeyes.
Dean with the approach and the kick. And it'll be taken right around the 7-yard line. Stanley upended. Wow. Back at the 14.
number 8, Bobby Lightwine, down there in a heartbeat, I tell you what, and he made a great open field tackle for the Buckeyes to bring him down. Nice job there by the coverage team of the Buckeyes to get downfield, and like I said, just make a great open field tackle.
That shows you why special teams are so important. Now Trimble starting back on their own 15-yard line. Nice kick by Dean, nice coverage by the Buckeyes. Justin Jewell at quarterback, Austin Keith at tailback. He'll take the handoff to this side, breaks a tackle, but then is taken down right around the 21, picks up about 5.
Yeah, Bobby Lightwine makes the stop there, but you're right, he makes it through that first tackle. I thought he was going to get free on that end. Looked like the Buckeyes were trying to change up their defensive positioning there right before the ball was snapped, and they might not have been quite ready.
Pick up about 6, brings up 2nd and 4 for Trimble on their own 21. Jewell hands it off to Stanley, comes to this side, and he'll take it out to the 25.
Brought down by Perkins and Covert on this side of the ball.
Brings up 3rd down and about a half yard to go.
Very short yardage here for the Tomcat offense here.
Four and a half minutes to play in the opening quarter at Gloucester Stadium. The Buckeyes lead 7-0. Trimble with a 3rd down and about a half yard to go on their own 25. Looks like the Tomcats wishbone for him.
Jewell keep it.
And he's got the 1st down. He takes it out to the 27, picks up a couple.
Picks up a 1st down on the play. 1st down Trimble from their own 27-yard line.
That's actually the third down possession for the Tomcats. It's the first conversion they've had, but the first 2 were much longer, like a 3rd and 8 and a 3rd and 12, I believe, or something. That was the first short 3rd down opportunity for their offense.
1st down and 10 for the Tomcats. Handoff goes to Connor Stanley, and he's hit pretty quickly. Dropped right around the line of scrimmage. In fact, it might be a yard loss.
I believe it's at least a yard loss, and that was both Kyle Moore and Dakota Hook in there. Did a nice job defensively, shooting right through there. Again, if you notice, the Buckeyes switched, they're picking up on some sort of an offensive set for the Tomcats. They went to a 5-man front, and this time they got into it a little bit quicker, and they were able to stop the run.
2nd down and 11 for Trimble on their own 26-yard line. Again, Jewell at quarterback, 2 receivers to the far side. Hands it off to Keith. He's driving forward, and he'll be taken down at the 32 as he picks up about 5.
Jacob Kuhn makes the tackle, but he had a tough time with Keith there. Almost looked like his older brother running that time. Brandon Keith was quite the horse right up the middle.
3rd down and about 6 for the Tomcats on their own 32-yard line. Jewell pitches it out. Connor Stanley coming to this side, being pursued, and he'll go down. He picks up 1 on the play, but it'll bring up 4th down and about 5 for Trimble.
Buckeye defense did a great job of just following down the line that time. Kyle Moore just kept his block in front of him and then finally shucked him when he needed to make the play. And linebacker Caleb Covert was right there to help out. Nice stop for the Buckeye defense.
Chris Spears will punt it away once again for the Tomcats. Nice snap. Gets it away. Nice kick. Garrison Breeze will take it back at the 30. Breeze going to the far side, and a flag comes in. The Buckeyes probably called for a block in the back as Breeze takes it out to the 50.
Yeah, I think the camera will show that one pretty cleanly. It was right in the middle of the field, and it was right where the reception, about 5 yards out in front of Garrison. It'll definitely back the Buckeyes up. And you know, you talk about field position, the difference between, Nathan's kick earlier put the Tomcats back on the 15. Here's the difference between having the ball out at midfield. You know, he was tackled right around midfield, and now the penalty happened at the 35-yard line, and they'll back us up from there. That's a huge difference.
2 minutes, 1 second to play in the first quarter. Nelsonville-York leading 7-0. So the Buckeyes will start on their own 25, first down and 10. Daniel Klein split out to the far side. Buckeyes out of the eye. Pitch out. Dustin Young comes to this side. Dustin Young
nice block
breaks
by
a tackle
Perkins.
and takes it out to the 36-yard line. He's got a first down on a gain of 11.
Jewell makes the stop there this time for the Tomcats, but that was another great job by Perkins. He came out as the fullback, realized there was no one to block. He turned and saw someone coming off the line and made a block and allowed Dustin that freedom to get out there and get that 11 yards and a first down for the Buckeyes.
First down and 10 for Nelsonville-York on their own 36. Hand of the lone back. Slant pass pulled in by Daniel Klein.
Wide open.
He's got the first down, and he'll take it out to midfield. Picks up about 14.
So that's one of those scenarios where they're playing Daniel Klein, expecting him to go long. If you've been watching, that defender is almost off the ball about 10 yards, expecting Daniel to shoot down the sideline. The Buckeye offense obviously picked up on that and just gave him a quick little out and allowed him the freedom to make the first down.
There's Daniel Klein, 6'4", and he runs about a 4.55 40. Handoff, Dustin Young. Cuts it up, Dustin Young, and he'll pick up about 8 to the Trimble 42.
Brought down by number 20 of the Tomcats, Storm rushing, but another strong opening, a nice hole there on the right side for Dustin to shoot through, and he gets a nice solid run again.
Under 1 minute to play in the first quarter. Buckeyes up by a touchdown. Second down and 2 for Nelsonville-York at the Trimble 42. Garrison Breeze in motion. Dean takes a snap, quick hitter. Not a whole lot there for the Buckeyes.
Now Perkins tried to go right up the middle. They tried to catch him off guard, but number 56 defensively for the Tomcats, J.D. Chesser, was right there.
No gain on the play. It brings up 3rd and 2 for the Buckeyes at the Trimble 42.
It'll be 32 for the Buckeyes.
Clock running at 15 seconds to play in the opening quarter.
See if they get this ball even snapped off before the end of the first quarter here.
Clock at 5 seconds. Handoff, Dustin Young. He's hitting the backfield, trying to break away. A flag comes in. That's the end of the first quarter, but again, a flag is down. Buckeyes will be facing 4th and 2. It is holding on Nelsonville-York.
That's what I was afraid of. Anytime you see that come through the center of the field like that, it's typically what they call.
And the decision for Coach Ferris, either you bring up 4th and 2 for the Buckeyes or you take the penalty and bring up, I believe, 3rd and 12. But that's the end of the first quarter.
Well, but the quarter can't end on a penalty, can it?
I believe you're right, especially if the Tomcats are taking it.
And they are.
They will take the penalty, so there will be one more down here in the first period. So now the Buckeyes will have 3rd and 12. Tough decision for Coach Ferris, but at the same time, the ball spotted at the Trimble 42. The Buckeyes would probably go for it on 4th and 2.
They probably would. This
on Trimble's side of the field.
This isn't a bad opportunity for the Buckeyes either. You know, with the passing game the Buckeyes have, I wouldn't be surprised to see Garrison Breeze right up the middle again.
Man coming untouched. Dean gets away, throws.
Oh,
and that
he's
looks
hit
like
way
interference,
early.
and a flag does come in.
I believe that to be number 40. Cyrus Jones was just there a little early as Perkins tried to go up for the ball there.
And that'll be a first down for the Buckeyes on the pass interference penalty.
That might end the first period.
The first quarter just refuses to go away.
Yeah.
Penalty is pass interference against Trimble. First down, Buckeyes.
First down Buckeyes at the 38-yard line of Trimble.
And again, I guess they are going to run another untimed play here.
Buckeyes 1st and 10 at the Tomcat 38. D now the shotgun. The receiver split out on each side. He throws over the middle, and let's see.
That was another close scenario. That it was intended for Garrison Breeze cutting across the middle, but that was very close to being called pass interference yet again.
No flag on the play. Pass incomplete. That's the end of the first quarter. The Buckeyes lead 7-0. So we begin the second quarter of play. Buckeyes 2nd down and 10 at the Trimble 38. Out of the I formation. Dean back to pass, throws. He's got Garrison Breeze. Takes it to the inside. He's got a first down, and he'll take it to the Trimble 25, a gain of 13.
Nice job by Garrison after he caught the ball to make that power run up the middle that time. He was stopped there, storm rushing, actually made the tackle, but he lost his helmet doing it.
I like that name, Storm Rushing.
Yeah, it's definitely a football name, no doubt about it.
Buckeyes out of the I. First down and 10 at the Trimble 25. Pitch out to Dustin Young on the right side. Young takes it further to the outside, and it looks like he picks up about 5 or 6 yards.
Nice solid 5-yard run again. Nice blocking around the right side to give him the opportunity to get over there. Dustin's definitely one of those players that you keep giving him an opportunity, he'll bust 3, 4, 5 yards at a time. But as you saw earlier in the game, you keep giving him those holes, and sooner or later he can bust it all the way for you.
2nd and 5 for the Buckeyes at the Tomcat 20. Nelsonville-York out of the I. Handoff, Dustin Young. Dustin Young breaks the tackle. Dustin Young close to the goal line, and he's going to be spotted at the 1. So the Buckeyes will have a 1st and goal at the 1.
Storm rushing made the stop there, but you're right. Dustin did a nice job. Everybody thought he was going to try to take it to the outside again. Instead, this time he cuts up underneath that block and shoots right up the gut of the defense. And nice job by Dustin for that run.
19-yard pickup by Young. Buckeyes 1st and goal at the Trimble 1. Buckeyes out of the power I with Perkins, Carter, and Young in the backfield. Dean takes a snap, hands it to Young, and he's in for the Buckeyes score.
Wow. Well, Mark Carter was the lead blocker on that play, and he went right through and didn't even have anybody to hit. The line did a nice job of opening up that hole.
Buckeyes lead 13-0. 11:06 to play in the first half. Nathan Dean once again attempting the point after touchdown. Perkins snapping, Young holding. And it looks like we have offsides on Trimble. Of course, that'll be spotted 1.5 yards closer to the goal line. The Buckeyes will attempt the extra point once again.
I was just going to say, if you're a kicker and you're going for this, I think you decline it and just stay in your normal stance. I don't think you need that extra yard or 1.5 yards. It doesn't do you any good at this point. You've got to. It's like shooting a free throw. It's the same motion, same thing. Just keep it where it's at.
Buckeyes do decline it. Nice snap. The hold. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 11:06 to play in the first half, and the Buckeyes take a 14-0 lead. Nathan Dean will kick it away for the Buckeyes. Cyrus Jones back deep for Trimble.
Along with Connor Stanley and Austin Keith on the far side.
Nathan Dean with the kick. Comes to this side, lands at the 21, still going, and picked up right around the 13 by Stanley. And he'll take it out to the 23.
Brought down by number 19 for the Buckeyes over on this side. That was Dylan Cheeseman. And Dylan, I was just going to say, Dylan did a nice job. I was watching him down the field. You know, they teach the kids, stay in your line and you know, stay honest to where you are. Don't just chase things. And he just kind of came down the field and made the play. Nice job by the defensive coverage yet again for the Buckeyes.
So they're going to wave off. There was a flag, but so the flag will not stand. No penalty on the play.
Yeah, referees are just practicing too. You know, it's the first game of the season. They want to see how quickly they can get those flags out.
Tomcats down 14-0, starting on their own 24-yard line, 1st and 10. Again, Justin Jewell at quarterback. Jones, Stanley, and Keith in the backfield for the Tomcats. Handoff goes to Austin Keith, and he'll cross the 25 to about the 26.
Isaiah Mello made the first hit, I believe, or Kuhn, I'm sorry, number 70, Jacob Kuhn. But the Buckeyes did a nice job of wrapping him up as he was coming across the line of scrimmage.
Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8 for the Tomcats. Ten and a half minutes to play in the second quarter.
You know, at this particular point, we were starting to note in the last break, the Tomcats haven't thrown the ball once. So sooner or later, the defense of the Buckeyes are going to start really keying in on it.
Joel looking to throw now. Now he'll run with it, and he's going to go down right around the 29-yard line. He does pick up about 3 yards on the play.
Caleb Covert on the stop there for the Buckeyes did a nice job of just keeping his eyes on Jewell and running him down.
3rd and 5 for the Tomcats.
That's
Trimble on their own 29.
One of the things I've noticed in the Buckeyes in a couple scrimmages and throughout the beginning of the practices this season is our secondary is a little bit quicker this year all around. We've got great athletes all around, and right there you saw that was a coverage sack. Really did a nice job of keeping everybody in tow.
Tomcats with trips to this side. Keith throws to the left side. It is caught. Good defensive coverage by Jacob Perkins. And Trimble will be shy of a first down. It'll bring up 4th down and about a yard.
Yeah. There, you know, as soon as I say something about them not passing, they start opening up the game a little bit, apparently.
Tomcats with a decision. The ball's resting on their own 33-yard line, and obviously it's just 4th and 1, but again, it's on your own 33-yard line. But Trimble down 14-0, but still a lot of time in this game. 9 minutes to play in the second quarter.
Yeah, they apparently feel they've got to do something right now, and they feel they've got the surge, they've got the ability. The Buckeyes go quickly to a 5-man front.
And head coach Phil Ferris will take a timeout, and he doesn't look happy with his offensive unit. 8:53 to play in the second quarter. The Buckeyes lead 14-0. Trimble going for it on 4th and 1. Keith keeps it himself, and he stood up. I'm not sure.
Might be Jewell.
Let's see where they spot it.
It is really going to depend on the spot. He was hit right at the line of scrimmage. The Buckeyes weren't fooled, but it looks like they're going to give him the spot.
It looks like he may be just shy of it. But again, we're at an angle.
Yeah. Well,
I think if I had to guess, I'd say they're short. But again, we're sitting at an angle.
Buckeyes did a better job that time. Last time the Tomcats went for that short yardage play, Jewell was able to keep it and make it easily. He made it.
And he got it, looks like by the nose of the football. So a gutsy call by head coach Phil Ferris, and it pays off. Trimble picks up the first down. Tomcats 1st and 10 on their own 34.
Well, now it looks like the right decision. And you never know. That might be the life that just a little spark they need to get themselves back in this ball game.
And it's a reverse and a pass.
Oh,
the man open to the side, and it's knocked away.
Kyle Moore smacks it out of his hands, but they said his arm was already moving forward, and it was just knocked down.
Incomplete pass.
Wow. a reverse flea flicker.
Storm Rushing was wide open for a while anyway, but Garrison Breeze was flying to this side of the field, trying to make up ground.
I was just going to say it would have been hard. It would have been determined if how much air
quickly he could have got that ball out.
Yeah, how much air was underneath the ball. But the Buckeye defense wasn't even going to allow him to get rid of the ball.
Second down and 10 for the Tomcats on their own 34. Jewell looking to throw, throws it out to this side. Stanley pulls it in, but he's dropped after a gain of 1.
Number 9, Mark Carter, did a great job of just following that play and tackling him as soon as he got the ball, wrapped him up nicely.
Third down and 9 for Trimble on their own 35. 8:12 to play in the second quarter. Buckeyes lead 14-0.
You know, it's interesting that they went for a play like that because earlier this week I was talking with a couple guys, and they said, you know, everybody knows that Nelsonville-York's the favored team coming into tonight. Let's wait and see what Coach Ferris is drawing up because he always has something unique, and there was one of the plays right there.
So Trimble, third down and 9 on their own 35, out of the eye, a receiver on each side. Jewell looking to throw, being rushed by Moore. He throws it out to Keith. Keith being pursued by some white shirts of the Buckeyes, and it'll be about 3 yards shy of a first down, fourth down for Trimble.
He was able to elude a couple of the Buckeyes, but Bobby Lightwine finally brought him down.
Brings up a fourth down and about 3 for the Tomcats.
Fourth down and about 3 for Trimble on their own 41-yard line.
Well, they went for it on 4th and 1, and they look like they're coming back out. They're going to go for it on 4th and 3.
The punter started to jog out on the field, but then he turned around and came back. Of course, the Buckeyes have to watch. Trimble may just try to draw them off sides.
And now Ferris calls a timeout.
6:55 to play in the second quarter, and the Buckeyes lead 14-0. Tomcats 4th and 3, and they look to be going for it. Jewell takes a snap, hands it off to Keith. He's hit and dropped, and he's dropped short of the first down. They needed 3. He got about 1.5 yards, and the Buckeyes have held on downs at the Trimble 43.
Both Caleb Covert and Dakota Hook from the linebacker positions came shooting through there, but the defensive line for the Buckeyes held very nicely. Great job by the Buckeyes there to keep Keith out of there.
It's the Buckeyes with nice field position starting on the Trimble side of the field at the 43 with 6:51 to play before halftime. Nelsonville-York leading 14-0. Buckeyes out of the eye. Fake handoff, Dean looking to throw, does so. He's got his man, I believe that's Kyle Freer.
It was Kyle Freer over across the middle. Excellent catch, and Storm Rushing brought him down along with number 42 on the Tomcat defense, Jacob Coons.
He takes it down to the 28. That's the first down for the Buckeyes, a gain of 15.
That play was all made by Dustin Young. Believe it or not, if you look back in the backfield on that play, they had a blitz coming on that side, and he picked the blitz up and gave Nathan plenty of time to make that throw.
Dean out of the shotgun, looking to throw, steps up, being rushed, gets away from a would-be tackler, and he'll go down right around the 27. He'll pick up 1.
Did a lot of running there. Little side action, little quick feet action by Nathan Dean to come away with some positive yardage.
Second and 9 for the Buckeyes.
Buckeyes second down and 9. At the Trimble 27-yard line, 2 receivers split out to the right, 1 to the left for Nelsonville-York. Dean back to pass. Now he'll run with it. A flag comes in. Dean takes it down to the 20-yard line.
And again, that's usually in the spot of a holding call. We'll wait and see what it is.
Looks like a chop block on the Buckeyes. Illegal block?
Illegal block of some sort. Sometimes when your quarterback scrambles and everybody thinks he's throwing, it kind of puts people, twists them around or turns them around, and they get on the wrong side of a person when they're trying to hit a block. But that backs the Buckeyes up, no question about it. Instead of 2nd and 9, now 2nd and 16.
Ball spotted at the Trimble 36. Daniel Klein split out wide to the right. He's got one-on-one coverage. Pitch out goes to Dustin Young on the right side. Young cuts it up. Dustin Young still going.
He's open.
Dustin Young at the 10, 5, touchdown from 36 yards out.
Well, I told you at the beginning of the broadcast here that, you know, we've got a couple of our main offensive threats coming back from last year, where Dustin Young had a great game last year, over 200 yards. This year, I'll add up the yards, see where we're at halftime, but he's got well over 100 yards, 100-something anyways. Probably on those 2 carries alone, he's got over 100 yards, but 3 touchdowns already here in the first half. He's just doing a great job of reading the holes and making the spots and getting there quick.
Last year, Nathan Dean threw for around 1,300 yards, and Dustin Young rushed for around 1,300 yards.
It's a nice balance.
Nathan Dean attempting the extra point. Nice snap. And the kick is up.
Ooh.
And the kick is good.
It looked from our angle like it went maybe a little left, but nice job by Nathan to hit 3 out of 3.
5:40 to play before halftime. The Buckeyes lead 21-0.
Yeah.
Nathan Dean will kick it away. Cyrus Jones, the deep man for Trimble. He's flanked by Austin Keith and Connor Stanley on each side. Ball bounces at the Trimble 25, picked up by an up man of the Tomcats. Breaks a tackle. And he'll take it out to about the 33-yard line. Nice return by Wyatt Deek.
Number 25, a little up man there, did make a nice move and bring the ball out across the 35 before he was tripped up. Sometimes when a kickoff goes on the ground like that, you never know which direction that ball is going to bounce. Luckily, it bounced right up into his arms, and he was able to do well with it.
Trimble 1st and 10 on their own 33-yard line. Justin Jewell at quarterback. Tomcats out of the eye. Handoff to Austin Keith, and he's hit right around the line of scrimmage, stood up, and then 2 or 3 other Buckeyes come
I was just going to say, Jacob Kuhn makes the first hit. Nice job to stand him up, and then you had, I believe that to be number 52, Cody Walker and Kyle Moore coming around the end, and then one of the linebackers came up through the middle. So a nice job by all the Buckeyes once Kuhn stood him up.
No gain on the play, brings up 2nd and 10. 5:05 to play in the first half.
Well, we couldn't ask for better weather out here tonight, Jim.
Just perfect.
I know the last couple seasons, those first couple games, it was just way hot throughout the entire evening. It was just beautiful.
Jewell out of the shotgun. He hands it off to Stanley around the left side, being pursued by the Buckeyes, and he's going to go down for a loss.
Great pursuit by the Buckeyes. Kyle Moore brings him down. I tell you, Kyle's doing a great job at trying to, stretching that line out and not allowing anybody to turn the corner on that far side.
Kyle Moore made first contact for the Buckeyes.
Kyle Moore, a very good player for the Buckeyes, been starting at least 3 years for Nelsonville-York. He's a senior this year, big kid.
Yeah, Kyle Moore and Isaiah Mello been on the corners or on the defensive ends for the Buckeyes pretty consistently over the last 3 years.
3rd down and about 13 for Trimble. On their own 33, Jewell goes to this side, throwing long to this side to Stanley, and it falls in complete. Buckeyes with pretty good coverage. Bobby Lightwine out there, and then Garrison Breeze coming over from the safety position.
I tell you, the one thing that Jewell did a nice job that time is he put the ball the only place his receiver was going to get there. He put it out in a position that it was going to be a tough interception. If anybody was going to get there, it was going to be Connor Stanley. Another 3rd down, unable to convert for the Tomcats, and that's been their demise so far this evening. I've got them down for 7 attempts on the 3rd down and only completing 1 3rd down conversion. They've got 2 4th down conversion attempts, and we're able to convert 1 of those 2.
Spears punts it away. Garrison Breeze pulls it in. Garrison Breeze keeps his feet still going, and
nice
he'll take it out to the 47-yard line.
He was finally brought down by number 40 that time, Cyrus Jones, but Garrison Breeze looked like Perkins earlier in the game, where they use their hand to keep their balance and keep those feet driving. Gets nice yardage out, close out to midfield here with still almost 4 minutes to go here in the half.
Buckeyes up 21-0, 3:50 to play in the second quarter. Buckeyes out of the eye with Jacob Perkins at fullback, Dustin Young at tailback, Nathan Dean at quarterback, Kyle Moore at center over the ball. Fake pitch, and the ball's loose.
I think Tomcats got the ball.
And they do. Trimble has recovered at the Buckeye 45.
I don't know if he turned and hit somebody. I didn't actually even see the ball pop out.
So with 3:46 to play before halftime, Tomcats take over at the Buckeye 45.
Well, that's a Tomcats' second turnover. They intercepted Nathan earlier in the game, and now they get the fumble recovery. Now, luckily, earlier in the ball game, the Buckeyes defense were able to stand tall and not let it come back to bite them. Let's see if they can do it again.
Jewell back to pass, rolls to the left side, being rushed, and he will be sacked back at midfield.
I mean, what can you say? You have McCullough up the middle. You have both Isaiah Mello and Kyle Moore coming on the ends. You also had Kuhn coming up the middle. Just a great job by the defensive line of the Buckeyes there. I think they were all involved.
Loss of 5. It brings up 2nd and 15 for Trimble at midfield. 3:14 to play in the second quarter.
Anytime your four-man front can have that much pressure on the quarterback, you're going to give them a lot of fits.
Receivers split out to each side. Jewell takes a snap, back to pass. He's going to throw long on the right side. Breeze in coverage, and he pulls in an interception. They said he is out of bounds.
I was just going to say, I believe he might have been out of bounds when he was there. But, you know, you were talking about Breeze coming across the field on an earlier play. He was flying that time. Garrison really showed some wheels that time getting over there.
3rd and 15 for Trimble at the 50.
And yet another long third down attempt here for the Tomcats.
Justin Jewell out of the shotgun. Trips on the far side for Trimble, one to this side. Jewell looking to pass, throws, and he has a man open. And he's going to be taken down short of the first down.
Wow. Number 25, Wyatt Deek, makes a great reception on a 14-yard pass and then comes backwards a couple yards. And the Buckeyes stop him.
Brings up 4th and 4 at the Buckeye 39. 2.5 minutes to play in the first half. Tomcats will go for it.
So yet another third down conversion that didn't happen, but it puts them in another 4th down conversion, and they're going to try for it again.
Tomcats out of the eye. Receiver on each side. Jewell comes to this side, looking to throw. Does so, and it is caught. And that will be a first down for the Tomcats at the Buckeye 26.
That was a nice actual pass play, reception by number 24, Jacob Hooper, the tight end again for the Tomcats.
First and 10, Trimble, they spotted at the 25 of Nelsonville-York. 2 minutes, 3 seconds to play before half.
You know, Buckeyes actually had him covered pretty well, both front and back, but Jewell made a nice throw that time and put it right where it needed to be.
Looks like the Buckeyes will take a timeout. 1:58 to play in the first half. Nelsonville-York leads 21-0. Tomcats 1st and 10 at the Buckeye 25. Jewell out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. He'll run with it on the right side. Breaks a tackle, and the ball's out. And the Buckeyes have recovered.
Kyle Moore came in from behind, and he's just a big, long, strong kid. Just came across the arms of Jewell that time, and it just squirted right out, right into the hands of Garrison Breeze. Big turnover for the Buckeyes because it looked like the Tomcats were going to try to get a little momentum coming into halftime here.
1:52 to play in the second quarter. The Buckeyes take over on their own 13-yard line. Nelsonville-York out of the eye. Dean takes a snap, hands it off to Dustin Young. Dustin with a hole. Dustin Young on the far side. 35-40, 45-50. Dustin Young across the 40. 30, 25,
you gotta be
20.
kidding me.
10-5 touchdown, Dustin Young. I believe it was about 87 yards. I believe the Buckeyes started on their own 13.
I believe they were on their 13-yard line, and Dustin Young showed some wheels that time.
Looked like a couple Tomcats had the angle, but
he just kept going. I'll tell you what, Dustin Young has came to play football tonight. Wow. Again, the offensive line around that right side did a real nice job of giving him the hole, but Dustin's just seeing the holes extremely well and hitting it hard, and from that point on, once he's in the open field, he's showing you he's got some real speed.
Dustin Young has to be at 200 yards here in the first half rushing. That one was 87 yards. He had another one, I believe, about 68 yards
yes,
earlier.
Yes, he did, and had 4 touchdowns.
And the extra point is up, and it is through the uprights, and the Buckeyes lead 28-0. 1:45 to play in the second quarter.
For the Buckeyes there. Tomcats were driving in, had an opportunity to possibly cut this to a 21-7 lead going into halftime. Instead, the fumble puts the ball in the hands of the offense for the Buckeyes, and Dustin Young just makes quick business of that one.
One play later.
87 yards. Buckeyes are up 28-0.
Dean kicks it away, a squib to this side. Oh, Tomcat, and the Buckeyes are all over it at the Trimble 40.
Bobby Lightwine on the recovery there for the Buckeyes. Right now, everything's going the Buckeyes' way. The ball is bouncing in their direction, as you say.
So the Buckeyes will have it at the Tomcat 38.
Well, they were able to score in one play and an 87-yard drive. Now they've only got 38 to go.
Fake pitch to Young. And Dean's hit from behind. The ball's loose, and Nathan Dean will cover it up back at the 42.
Nice job by defensive end that time. Jacob Hooper comes around and gets an arm on Nathan before he's able to actually get the ball moving forward.
Good play by the Tomcats. Going into that play, I was thinking to myself, I think I would pitch or fake it to Young and throw the ball, but Trimble's defenders were in nice position also down the field. So they were ready for it. Dean out of the shotgun, takes a snap, throws over the middle, and it is caught down to the Trimble 25 by Kyle Freer.
Kyle Freer did a nice job again. That's the same pass play he had before. About a 15-yard reception again for Freer, almost identical to the play he had earlier.
Dean takes a snap out of the shotgun, throws, and it's dropped by Clint Handa.
Looked like he had him open, just kind of put it out there just a little outside of his outstretched arms that time.
Line giving Dean some nice time to throw the ball there.
Buckeyes almost had like a little bit of a hurry-up offense on that last play. You know, they're trying to run this little 2-minute offense, see if they can put more points on the board yet.
59 seconds to play in the first half.
Now, the other benefit that the Buckeyes have this year that they haven't had in the past is that Nathan Dean, you've seen him kicking the extra points for this point, but he's actually pretty solid on the field goal and has good distance.
Dean being rushed, throws over the middle, and it's incomplete to Garrison Breeze.
Breeze in and out of his hands.
Looked like it was a little behind him, but I'm sure he'll tell you that he should have brought that one in.
And, you know, really, Nathan did a great job. He had pressure, big pressure coming at him. You know, all night long, I believe that was 56 that got back there, wasn't it? J.D. Chesser. I mean, he's just been like,
he is a good player for the Tomcats.
We were talking about that earlier. He's timing these snaps almost perfectly, but Nathan did a great job of just looking him in the face and delivering what was pretty close to being on target. But like you said, slightly behind, puts up a third down situation here for the Buckeyes.
3rd and 10, Buckeyes at the 25 of Trimble. Dean takes a snap, and it's going to fall incomplete. Let's see if the Buckeyes try a field goal. It would be a 42-yard attempt from here.
So I was just going to say, you know, he's got the leg to do it. It's one of those things that
I believe they are.
They tried in one of the scrimmages like a 50-yarder, and he just came up a little shy on it. But I've seen him in practice hit 40-yard field goals pretty consistently.
So the ball spotted at the 25. Dustin Young will hold at the 32, so it will be a 42-yard attempt for Nathan Dean. 49 seconds to play in the first half. The Buckeyes up by 28. Nice snap. And the kick is up. And the kick is no good. Just off to the side.
I was going to say, it was hard to tell from our angle, but it had the distance. And I tell you, I've seen him in practice kick those pretty consistently. He wasn't off by much. And you heard the crowd go crazy. Why? Because when's the last time the Buckeyes had a kicker, Jim? That you can count on 42 yards.
And that's a weapon.
It is a huge weapon.
I remember, I believe it was Jasper Bateman down at Benton County kicked like a 38-yard field goal to win the game. At the end, Buckeyes were either trailing or it was tied, and he hit a 30-some-yard field goal for the Buckeyes to win it.
Let me ask the Bulldogs from last year how important having a good kicker is. Didn't they lose a couple ball games by a point coming into the end of the season because they weren't able to kick? I mean, it's a huge weapon, and Nathan's done a nice job of maturing in that aspect of his game.
Quarterback draw by Justin Jewell and a nice run by Jewell. He's got a first down. He picks up about 12. Takes it out to the 33-yard line. 35 seconds to play before halftime. The Buckeyes lead by 4 touchdowns. Buckeyes need to just keep everything in front of them.
Yeah, they're just going to watch the clock here and not let anybody get way behind them.
Jewell throws, and it is caught.
Wow.
Down to the Buckeye 37-yard line.
25, number 25 that time for the Tomcats, Wyatt Deek. He had Mark Carter, Garrison Breeze, and Bobby Lightwine all around him. And he wasn't deterred by that by any means. He got right in there and made the catch.
Clock running at 22 seconds here in the first half. Jewell looking to throw, good protection. Rolls to the far side. Jewell throws long, and Stanley open, but it falls incomplete.
Wow, Connor Stanley got behind the defense, and like you were just saying, the one thing you don't want to have happen is let someone get behind you. The last 2 minutes of this half has just been explosive for both sides of the ball. Things are moving, turnovers.
15 seconds to play in the half. Of course, the clock stopped for the incompletion. Ball at the Buckeye 37-yard line. We're at 2nd and 10. Justin Jewell out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, looking to throw. Being rushed, comes out of the pocket, he'll run with it. And he'll be taken down before he can get out of bounds.
I was going to say he was trying to get out of bounds, but Bobby Lightwine brought him down.
And they stopped the clock.
Did they use their timeout?
The officials are talking things over. I don't really see a flag on the field. Five seconds remaining on the clock.
The coaching staff for the Tomcats were asking for more time, and that's what they're going to put. They're going to put more time back up on the clock. And again, I'm not sure if they called a timeout to stop this clock or what actually happened.
So the clock does now show 10 seconds remaining in the first half.
So
and
now
Trimble did get the timeout. That's why the clock was stopped.
As I say, now they're finally motioning for that timeout.
10 seconds remaining in the first half. Trimble 2nd down and 10 at the Buckeye 36. Jewell throws, and it is caught. Boston Keith, good tackling by the Buckeyes. And the clock runs out. I'm thinking, though, that Trimble got a first down, so it should have stopped with about 2 seconds left. But, of course, Trimble would have had to been up the line because the clock would start once the chains are moved.
Dakota Hook on the stop that time for the Buckeyes, and you're right, he made a great tackle, hold on to those legs, and did not let him loose.
They do put 2 seconds on the clock. Cats have to be ready to take the snap, and the clock starts. It didn't start.
It started
Jewell
on the snap.
Running with the ball, and he'll go down, and it'll be halftime. It's halftime here at Gloucester Stadium, and nice first half for the Nelsonville-York Buckeyes, and their fans are on their feet. 28-0, Buckeyes lead the Tomcats.
All right, we're back here at Trimble Field where the Buckeyes took a commanding lead there in the first half. They've got a 28-0 lead, and just to run down real quick kind of where the stats are here from the first half. Trimble overall carried the ball 23 times for 58 yards, and Jewell was 7 of 11 passing for a total of 78 yards. Number one rusher was Keith with 11 carries and 30 yards out of that 58. And Wyatt Deek on the receiving end had 2 catches for a total of 41 yards. The biggest thing from the offensive side of the ball from the Tomcats in the first half is they had 8 third down conversions and were only able to convert 1 of those. They did have 3 fourth down conversions and made 2 out of those 3. Looking to the Buckeyes side of the ball, I know everybody's wondering how many yards did Dustin actually have there in the first half? Well, I have him for 11 carries, 248 yards.
That'll work.
Yeah, that's never a bad thing. Perkins had a couple carries for 10, and Dean carried the ball for a couple negative yards, as you have to help realize that sometimes a quarterback isn't always out there running. So that was a total of 15 carries for 256 yards. On the passing side of the ball, Nathan was 5 of 10 for a total of 61 yards. 2 consistent plays to Kyle Freer for 15 yards each. He was the main receiver at that particular point. And obviously, not only did Dustin have 248 yards, but he had 4 touchdowns, a 1-yard, a 36-yard, a 68-yard, and an 87-yard touchdown run.
Nathan Dean will kick it away to get the second half underway here at Gloucester Stadium. Taken by Austin Keith, crosses the 25, tripped up and taken down right around the 27.
You know, one of the things I was going to point out in the first half on the offensive side of the ball for the Buckeyes, it's a play that you see pretty consistently throughout the Buckeyes. I don't care if you're Pee Wee, Biddy League, you know, all the way up through junior high. It's a play that you probably saw when you were calling the junior high game. The fullback comes out, stands up the end, and allows the tailback to cut up through the middle. And Dustin Young did a great job of seeing that hole and hitting that hole quickly and making the best of it tonight.
Justin Jewell out of the shotgun. Rolls to this side, looking for a receiver, being rushed. And he gets away. Jewell is hit and dropped right around the line of scrimmage. He may have picked up 1.
Wow! Bobby Lightwine came out of nowhere to put a stick on Jewell. I thought he had cleared some of the defenders and had an open hole, but Bobby closed that gap quickly.
Second down and 9 for the Tomcats.
They're going to give him a yard on the carry.
Trimble on their own 30.
Probably just because he didn't give up and go to the sideline. That was a heck of a hit by Bobby.
Tomcats with the receiver on each side. Stanley comes in motion to this side. Handoff to Keith, and he's dropped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
I believe that was Dakota Hook shooting in from his linebacker position again. Did a nice job of wrapping his legs up.
Brings up third down and 9 for the Tomcats. Justin Jewell.
So as I was saying in the first half, the Tomcats had 8 third down opportunities and only were able to convert 1 out of those 8. Here they have another third and long situation to start out the second half.
Third down and 9, Trimble on their own 30-yard line. Jewell out of the shotgun. Looks to this side, rolls to this side, throws long, and it falls incomplete at the Buckeye 35. Cyrus Jones, the intended receiver.
Well, Cyrus Jones was out there, but again, Jewell shows he does have a little bit of strength in that arm. He puts that out there quite a ways, but again, starts out the second half here with a 3rd down and long and unable to convert. They're going to punt the ball back over to the Buckeyes.
Chris Spears will do the punting. Garrison Breeze back deep for the Buckeyes. Nice snap. Daniel Klein nearly gets the block. Breeze takes it at the Buckeye 40. Nice coverage by the Tomcats as Breeze will go down right around the 41-yard line.
You know, actually, both Isaiah Mello and Daniel Klein have been getting back there real close to getting one of those punts. They just haven't been able to quite get there. That's probably the closest they've been yet. Chris Spears does a nice job of getting the ball off. We'll see if the Buckeyes can pick up where their offense left off in the first half. Total of over 300 yards in the first half alone for the Buckeyes.
Buckeyes 3 receivers to this side, 2 to the far side. Dean out of the shotgun. Nathan Dean takes a snap, throws, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver, Daniel Klein. Right around the Buckeye 48.
Yeah, that ball was just a little high, and that's tough to do when you've got a Daniel Klein out there, but it was trying to be a quick hit out there. Again, if you notice, they're playing Daniel Klein almost 10 yards off and giving that opportunity to throw it underneath and see if he can turn upfield and make something of it. They tried it earlier and they were able to get a first down out of it. This time they just weren't able to connect.
2nd and 10 for the Buckeyes on their own 42. Dean takes the snap, fake handoff, looking to throw, does so. And Kyle Freer will pull it in. He picks up about 9 yards to the Trimble 49.
And again, I mentioned him earlier when I was giving some stats. He had that same crossing pattern for 2 receptions earlier. In the first half, he got 15 yards on each of them. This time 9. Pretty consistent.
He has showed good hands in scrimmages and showing it here again tonight. Third down and about 1 for the Buckeyes. Buckeyes out of the power eye. Handoff to Dustin Young. He's got the first down and nearly breaks away. Someone had a hold of his jersey and that held him up just enough.
It was Austin Keith that actually had his jersey, but that was a nice power run by Dustin to get the first down for the Buckeyes.
1st and 10 at the Trimble 43. 9 minutes, 11 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. The Buckeyes up 28-0. Officials trying to get the clock started here, but it's still at 9 minutes, 11 seconds. Dean out of the shotgun. There's a quick pass out to Garrison Breeze. Breeze gets a nice block. Breeze still going. 25-20, and he'll be taken down right around the 15.
Kyle Freer and Jacob Perkins did a great job of blocking out that time and opening him up and allowing him to get downfield. Great pass play there. Nice little designed play for the Buckeyes offense.
They spotted at the 16. Buckeyes 1st and 10.
27-yard pass play. And it's interesting, as effective as the Buckeyes were running the entire first half, they've come out in the shotgun more often than not here in the second half.
Breeze in motion to the left side. Handoff goes to Clint Handa. And he'll dive down to about the 6-yard line. Spotted at the 7, actually. 9-yard pickup. 2nd down and 1 for Nelsonville-York.
Nice run by Clint that time. As everybody's keying on Dustin at this particular point after that dynamic first half. it opens up opportunities like that to hand off to somebody else.
Perkins in motion left. Dean takes a snap, hands it off to Hand up the middle.
Exact same play.
Looks like he's got the first down right around the 5. And the Buckeyes will have a 1st and goal at the Trimble 5. Buckeyes leading 28-0 with 7.5 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter.
Being chanced off by the cheerleaders is Liz Skinner. Again, Liz Skinner is the winner of the tickets being chanced off for the Coach Bengals game.
Looks like we have an official's timeout.
Chris Spears coming off the field with some equipment issues. Something messed up with his helmet there. He was running off defensively for the Tomcats.
Buckeyes 1st and goal at the Trimble 5. Nathan Dean out of the shotgun. Perkins in motion.
Breeze.
And Dean is sacked. Back at the 13-yard line, a loss of about 7 yards for the Buckeyes.
J.D. Chester 56 and also 51 that time from the Tomcats defensively. Caleb Wright, but it looked like Nathan might have slipped just a little bit when he was thinking of running.
Buckeyes 2nd and goal at the 13-yard line of the Tomcats. Buckeyes 3 receivers on the right, 2 to the left. Dean out of the shotgun. Perkins in motion. And a flag comes in. Illegal procedure on Nelsonville-York. So the Buckeyes going the wrong direction.
Yeah, they had a nice position. They were in there 1st down and 1st and goal, and now they're back themselves up. It's going to be 2nd
and goal at the 18.
At the 18, yes.
Tonight's winning ticket is worth $670. Remember, our split the pot tickets are red tickets.
You know, at this point of the game, though, with the Buckeyes being up 28-0, really the clock, as much as their asset is putting more points on the board, just letting that clock continue to tick is really what they're looking for.
Dean out of the shotgun. Throwing long on the left side, and it falls incomplete down at the goal line.
Actually, Dustin Young ended up being the defender on that. Looked like it was intended for Dustin. Number 10, Austin Downs for the Tomcats had a little bit better position, but Dustin jumps up and actually knocks the ball away.
6:04 to play in the 3rd quarter. The Buckeyes lead by 28. 3rd and goal for the Buckeyes at the 18 of Trimble.
3rd and goal from the 18. As you saw earlier, though, Nathan Dean has a leg, and they've always got an opportunity. They don't want to have a turnover. They want to hold on to the ball, try to get in the end zone, but if nothing else, leave yourself there for the field goal.
Dean throws over the middle, and that's going to be a touchdown.
Daniel Klein.
From 18 yards out, Dean to Klein.
Nice job that time by the Buckeyes. 3rd and goal from the 18, and on a more or less a slant from Daniel Klein. You could see his speed that time. He got himself wide open, and Nathan put the ball right where it needed to be.
Buckeyes attempting the point after touchdown. Perkins snapping, Young holding, and Dean kicking. And the kick is up, and it is good.
Wow.
5:59 to play in the 3rd quarter, and the Buckeyes lead 35-0. Nathan Dean will kick it away for the Buckeyes. Connor Stanley and Austin Keith back deep for the Tomcats.
Quite a few new numbers on the punt coverage there, or the kickoff coverage there, it looks like, for the Buckeyes. Or a handful of new ones, let's put it that way.
Dean with the approach and the kick. Nice kick by Dean. Stanley will take it right around the 6-yard line. Comes to the middle of the field.
Oh.
And nice tackle. The ball's loose. And the Buckeyes have recovered.
Bobby Lightwine made the hit. Was just a phenomenal hit. I'm not sure who came up with the fumble.
I think it might have been Jacob Blake.
Number 15?
I saw him handing the ball to the official. Now whether or not he was the one that actually recovered it.
Well, Bobby Lightwine's the one that made the hit. Wow, did he just stop him dead? It's like running into a semi-truck.
6022. You need to move your car.
That's the second kickoff that the Buckeyes have turned around and ended up with the ball. And this time in just phenomenal field position inside the 20.
Buckeyes 1st and 10. Right around the 18-yard line of Trimble. Mark Carter in motion to the left side. Dean rolls to this side, throwing towards the end zone.
He's
Kyle
got Furr
Furr.
open.
And touchdown. No, there is a flag down.
Oh. There's a flag somewhere. Oh, pass interference on the Buckeyes is what they're calling. No wonder he was so wide open. Of course, we'll have to take a look back on that one on Channel 15 because everybody else was probably watching Dean at the time when he was putting the ball up. He had some pressure on him before he let the ball go, but delivered a nice pass. It looks like Tomcats are going to call a timeout here and think this over.
5:46 to play in the third quarter, 35-0 Buckeyes.
We have a set of cards.
Buckeyes 2nd down and long after the penalty. Hand off to Handa. And the Tomcats will take him down inside the 30, right around the 27.
About 5 yards on the carry there. Was that second down, or was that should have that been first down again?
On the scoreboard, it does show 2nd down. Across the way, the down marker on the chain gang shows 3rd. I believe it is 2nd down. 2nd down and about 20 for the Buckeyes. Dean out of the shotgun, has time.
Wow, he's got all kinds of time.
Now throwing him wide open, Mark Carter. Pulls it in, dives. And he's down close.
Just
right around the 1, it looks to be.
I was going to say, I think he's got enough for a first down.
And it will be 1st and goal for the Buckeyes at the 1.
What was that about were we on 27? I think we were. About a 26-yard pass play.
1st and goal at the 1 for the Buckeyes. Buckeyes out of the power I. Hand off to Handa, and he'll take it in.
Wow. He just walked right in there. The blocker wasn't hit. He wasn't hit. That was a nice little run off the right side. The Buckeyes offensive line opened up a nice hole and allowed him to just walk right through there.
Again, the starting offensive line for the Buckeyes. Of course, left end, Daniel Klein. You got 78, Isaac Andrews. 57, Austin McCullough. 61, Kyle Moore. 74, Tucker Johnson. And 65, Isaiah Mello. The right end is 20, Garrison Breeze. They've been opening up some holes tonight.
Yes, they have. They've done an excellent job.
Nathan Dean attempting the extra point. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. 4:57 to play in the third quarter, and the Buckeyes expand their lead to 42-0.
Well, I tell you, Buckeyes offense has not let up at all from where they were in the first half. They've put 2 points or 2 touchdowns on the board already here in the second half, have a commanding 42-0 lead.
Covered up right around the 20-yard line. I believe that was Connor Stanley that jumped on it.
I think from the Tomcats' perspective at this point, they just wanted one of the kickoffs to be back in their possession instead of turned back over to the Buckeyes.
Next week, the Buckeyes will travel to Newark Catholic, and that'll be a Saturday night game once again next week. Trimble will play at Wahama. Of course, that game will probably decide the Hocking division right off the bat. In week 2 for Trimble, I believe it's week 1 for Wahama. They start a week later in West Virginia. Hand off to Austin Keith. The Buckeyes right there. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 10.
Neil Pauly and Kyle Moore were on the stop there, and then also coming in was Dakota Hook yet again.
On the stop for the Buckeyes, along with Neil Pauly.
2nd down and 10 for Trimble. On their own 20, 4.5 minutes to play 3rd quarter. Hand off to Austin Keith. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he gets tripped up, as Jack Simons would have said, by Mother Nature.
I was just going to say the exact same thing. You know, you can't use that at home anymore because Nelsonville-York has turf, and that's not Mother Nature anymore. But
yeah, it looks like Austin Keith is cramping up a little bit, and nice run by Keith, and hopefully he'll be fine and get right back in there. We got an injury timeout. 4:17 to play in the 3rd quarter. Buckeyes lead 42-0. Austin Keith walks off under his own power, and that's good to see, and hopefully it was just a cramp.
yeah, it's real hard to tell exactly what actually happened. Hopefully get some update on that a little
Jewell
later.
back to pass, throwing long on the far side, and it's hauled in. And he's knocked out of bounds down at the Buckeye.
About the 25, I think.
Right around the 25. Let's see if they spot it at the 26. It'll be 1st down and 10. Nice pass by Justin Jewell.
Down to the 25-yard line on the Buckeye side of the field. 1st down, Trimble.
Yeah, very nice pass play that time. Again to Wyatt Deeks, number 25 out there.
3:53 to play in the 3rd quarter. Tomcats 1st and 10 at the Buckeye 25. And the handoff will go to Cyrus Jones. Not much there. He picks up 1 or 2 yards.
Buckeyes defensive line does a nice job of stopping that right there at the line of scrimmage again.
On the stop for the Buckeyes. Gain of 2 yards, 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8 for the Tomcats at the Buckeye 23.
And as you can see, Kuhn and Isaiah Mello teamed up that time to put the stop on the rushing attempt. Kyle Moore had pressure on him. Oh,
Justin Keith, or pardon me, it's Justin Jewell breaks the tackles. And he takes it down inside the Buckeye 10. He's got a 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal for the Tomcats. Nice play by back-to-back plays by Justin Jewell on the pass, and then that run as he breaks a tackle early.
Yeah, Justin Jewell has actually been able to do a lot of different things for the Tomcat offense. He's running the ball well. What he sees is that when the pressure comes from the outside, it opens up the middle of the field, and he just takes advantage of it.
1st and goal for the Tomcats just inside the Buckeyes 10-yard line. Good to see Austin Keith back into the game for Trimble. He carries the ball on the left side, and he'll pick up 2 to the 8-yard line.
Dragged down by Kyle Moore and Daniel Klein defensively for the Buckeyes that time.
Daniel Klein with the charge for the Buckeyes.
2nd and goal for the Tomcats at the Buckeye 8. 2:24 to play in the 3rd quarter, and the Buckeyes leading 42-0. Trimble out of the eye. Jones at fullback. Keith at tailback. Jewell at quarterback. Fake handoff to Keith. Jewell rolls the right side, throws to the end zone, and it falls in complete. Good coverage out there for the Buckeyes.
Great coverage by the Buckeye defensively. I believe that is number 9, Mark Carter. Yes, it was number 9. Mark Carter did a great job of staying with his man, watching the ball, and tipping that ball away out of the end zone there.
Third and goal for Trimble inside the Buckeye 8-yard line.
Tomcats trying to put some points on the board. They don't want to be blanked, I'm sure of that.
Joel takes a snap, hands it off, and Keith is hit. Tries to break away, but he'll go down back around the 10-yard line, a loss of 2.
Number 57, Austin McCullough, made a nice hit in the backfield that time. He was just shoving his blocker back, just shoved him to the side right when Keith was there and just dropped him. Nice job by Austin.
Of course, we know the Buckeyes have good skill players coming in, but the lines are also very solid for Nelsonville-York.
Oh yeah, you've got a couple of your seniors back. You've got Kuhn and Moore, Isaiah Mello, anchored along with Austin McCullough there, who was as a sophomore last year, got some playing time on the varsity, and now starter here as a junior. 4th and goal, Trimble. Joel throws over the middle. Touchdown, Tomcats. That threaded the needle.
Buckeyes had decent coverage on that.
They had great coverage. I thought they did as well as you could be expected, but number 24 was able to round it in, Jacob Hooper, and was able to just hold on to that ball. But you got to give credit to Jewel because he threaded the needle to get that down to Hooper that time.
Tomcats will attempt the point after touchdown.
They're going to line up for the extra point here.
It'll be Chris Spears. He was getting his shoe ready on the sideline, now jogging out on the field. Trimble may just take the delay of game penalty. It's only 5 yards, kicking the extra point.
It's got to be close already.
And there's the flag. It will be delay of game on Trimble, 5-yard penalty. We'll spot it back at the 8-yard line.
They just took the delay of game there. You're right. They just apparently Chris Spears is just fine kicking it from there.
Wyatt Deek will hold for the Tomcats. Again, Chris Spears will kick it.
It'll be about almost a 27-yard attempt.
Buckeyes all over it. And hopefully Wyatt Deek is okay. As the Buckeyes blocked it, they fell into him. Of course, that's legal if you get the ball. But he is okay. It's good to see him jog off the field. The extra point is blocked, so it fails. 42-6, Buckeyes, 1:13 to play, 3rd quarter. John Stevens will kick it away. Buckeyes were ready in case there was an onside kick.
Yeah, they had their good hands defensive team out there, or return team out there.
Dustin Young takes it out to the 35-yard line.
So the Buckeyes will start with the ball on their own 35, already up 42-6. And as you can see, they're starting to move a few other kids in and out. You saw, we were talking about it with Austin Keith out there. Luckily, it appears that was just a cramping situation for Austin. But when you're up 42-6, what you don't want to have happen is something, an injury or something. So move some kids out, keep everybody fresh, keep everybody focused.
Pitch out to Dustin Young. And he'll take it out to about the 37-yard line. Picks up about 4 yards.
They're going to spot it a little bit short of that, maybe give him 3 on it. Yeah. No, they give him the full 4.
Second and 6 for Nelsonville-York on their own 38-yard line.
Well, the Buckeyes are doing just that, though. I mean, that's the only second time Dustin's carried the ball here in this 3rd quarter after carrying the ball 11 times and 248 yards in the first half.
Dustin Young takes the handoff, and he will go down. No gain on the play. Good pursuit by the Tomcats.
Chesser in on the stop again, and along with Connor Stanley for the Tomcat defense. But you're right, they stopped him right at the line of scrimmage that time.
And that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Clock running at 9 seconds. Buckeyes up 42-6 at the end of 3. Nathan Dean back to pass, throws, and it is caught by Daniel Klein, and he'll take it out to the Buckeye 49. That will be a first down.
Nice little pass play that time from Nathan to Daniel.
First down, Buckeyes, near 49.
First down and 10, Buckeyes on their own 49. Dustin Young not in the game now for the Buckeyes. Nelsonville-York out of the power I. And we may have delay of game on Nelsonville-York. And we do. So it'll be first and 15 for Nelsonville-York on their own 44. Clint Handa at tailback for Nelsonville-York. Handoff goes to Handa, and he's hit immediately in the backfield. That was J.D. Chesser.
J.D. Chesser's all fired up. Got him for about a 2-yard loss on that particular carry.
Buckeyes will have a second down and about 16. Back on their own 43.
J.D. Chester's been timing the snap all night long.
Dean back to pass, throws, and he hits Kyle Freer. Nice pickup for the Buckeyes. It'll make the third down manageable. Third down and about 7 at the Trimble 48.
Kyle Freer's been throwing towards 5 times, caught all 5. One of them would have been a touchdown if there wasn't a offensive penalty. It was called back, but so he's had 4 balls thrown to him officially, and he's caught all 4 of them. Done a nice job. Been a reliable receiver here for the Buckeyes tonight. And again, like I said, you know, I knew Nathan would be spreading it around. He's already thrown to 5 different receivers this evening.
Pitch out this side to Clint Handa, trying to get the corner. A flag comes in. Handa breaks away, but then is taken down by Cyrus Jones.
They're going to get Bobby Lightwine for pushing in the back on that. As they were coming around the corner, the blocker turned and was chasing Clint, and Bobby just put his hands on the back of his back jersey there. Didn't really do anything, didn't knock him down or anything, but anytime you put your hands on the back of a guy's jersey in a blocking situation, you're going to get called.
And that penalty is declined with the loss on the play, so the Buckeyes will have a 4th and 10 on their own 49, and the Buckeyes will punt it away. Dustin Young back into the game, and he will punt.
Dustin Young will punt for the Buckeyes.
Cyrus Jones, Connor Stanley back deep for Trimble. Jacob Perkins snapping. Nice snap. Young gets it away, and Young is hit, and a flag comes in for roughing the kicker. Connor Stanley on the other end dives out to the 20.
We might get a late hit on that end. Luckily, no one was watching.
And it is a personal foul, so the Buckeyes will have an automatic first down.
Give the ball right back to the Buckeye offense. Buckeyes were real close to having a late hit down there, but 2 things happened. One referee was watching something behind him, and the other one was still coming down the field. Neither saw it, so the big penalty was back where the kicker was, and they did run into Dustin pretty solid.
So the ball spotted at the Trimble 35 after roughing the kicker.
Puts it in great field position for the Buckeyes to find another way to put the ball in the end zone here.
9:51 to play in the game. Buckeyes leading 42-6.
It's your JV squad coming out here now for the Buckeyes. You got a whole new group of guys. You got Colton Adams, number 7, the freshman, starting as a quarterback, or coming in as quarterback now.
Emmett Reed at tailback. Buckeyes out of the power I. Reed takes a snap. And he'll take it down to the Trimble 35. A Trimble player is hurt. And I believe that's Chesser.
That's Chesser, and I think he's just got a cramping situation going on just like Keith did earlier. It looks as though the Tomcats defense has put in some of their second string also, some of their JV players. They've got kind of a mixture going on right now.
Trimble trying to send in somebody for Chesser, and he kept waving that he wanted to stay in the game, that he's okay, but now he will limp off the field and showing a lot of heart. Buckeyes out of the power I, second down and 10. Hand off to Jeremy Warren, and he's going to pick up about 8 yards to the Trimble 27.
Jeremy Warren did a nice job of hitting that hole quickly.
Speedy.
Speedy, as the local folks like to call him.
Buckeyes 3rd and 2 at the 27 of Trimble. Colt Adams at quarterback takes a snap, hands it off to Reed, and he stood up immediately after taking that handoff.
Reed stopped for a loss on the play.
Number 65 on the stop there, Chris Spears for the Tomcats D.
Chris Spears and Jacob Case made the stop for Trimble.
So the
Buckeyes 4th and 5 at the Trimble 30.
I think they're going to go for a field goal again here.
And this time it will be a 47-yarder. Dean missing on a 42-yarder earlier, but it had plenty of distance, just off to the side barely. This is a 47-yard attempt. And we may have offsides on Trimble. That may be a first down for the Buckeyes.
That is going to be a first down for the Buckeyes. They're going to.
And it is a first down.
First down, Buckeyes. We're putting the second team back out there. Nathan wanted to try to kick the ball anyways. He's like, come on, let me kick.
A lot of Nelsonville-York fans around us hated to see the offsides and a first down. Usually you'd love to see that, but they wanted to see the field goal attempt from 47 yards.
They wanted to see the leg to see if he had enough.
So Colt Adams back in at quarterback. Buckeyes first down and 10 at the 35 of Trimble. Pardon me, the 25. Man in motion to this side.
Nick Spouts.
Hand off up the middle. Nice run.
Jordan Atkins, number 35, hit the hole nicely.
Takes it to the 14 of Trimble, and that's a first down. Picks up about 11.
Jordan Atkins, the ball carrier on that play for the Buckeyes. Take a look at your game.
6:45 to play in the game. Buckeyes up by 36. Colt Adams at quarterback. Buckeyes first and 10 at the Trimble 14. Handoff on the right side.
Jordan Atkins again. Might have mustered up a yard that time. Brought down by number 7. I believe that Bryce Smathers out there defensively.
Gain of 1 for the Buckeyes, second down and 9. Obviously some valuable playing experience in a big varsity game here at Trimble for the second team, and Reed is hit and dropped.
Chris Spears just shot through there on that side, on the right side. The ball was intended to go to the left. And they had actually, the left side actually had a nice little push and had a little opening there for him to go, but he did not even get the chance to get there.
So Buckeyes now third down and about 14. Back at the 18-yard line of the Tomcats. Buckeyes with the receiver split out on each side. Adams back to pass, throwing over the middle, and it's picked off by the Tomcats.
Storm rushing on the interception. It was overthrown just slightly over the hands of Cannon Kilbarger. Storm rushing gets the ball, starts back upfield, brought back down by the Buckeyes number 30, Nick Spouts.
Rushing takes it out to the 15 after the interception. And that's where the Tomcats will take over. 5:09 to play in the game. Buckeyes led 28-0 at halftime and 42-6 at the end of 3, and that's currently where we stand here in the fourth quarter. Again, 5:09 to play.
Well, I was an intended keeper all the way.
Justin Jewell keeps it. Picks up about 3 yards, brings up 2nd down and 7 for the Tomcats.
Nothing going. Kuhn and Covert were right there to put a stop on that.
Again, 2nd down and about 7 for Trimble. Ball at the Tomcat 18-yard line. Justin Jewell out of the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Takes a snap, rolls this direction. Throws, and it is complete.
Nice catch by number 25. You know, Wyatt Deek's been all over the place catching the ball for the Tomcats.
1st down for Trimble on their own 30.
Not only is Wyatt Deeks doing a nice job getting open and catching the ball, but he's also doing a nice job of moving with the ball once he has it at times.
Justin Jewell rolls, stops, throws over the middle, and it is caught by Austin Keith. And he'll go down at the Trimble 44, but that's a gain of about 14 yards and a Trimble 1st down.
First down at the Trimble 45-yard line.
It's like you said, though, from a Buckeyes perspective, you got a lot of kids on the field right now. You got a good mixture. You still got a few of the starters out there and a few of the JV players, so you're getting great experience out there with some of the starters and allowing yourself, allowing your maturity here to grow.
Garrison Breeze in coverage, picks it off down at the 25 of Trimble.
That looked like it was intended for him the whole way. He was the lone man back there. Garrison's done a nice job all night at the free safety position of being at the right spot at the right time, and right there it finally pays off. He had one earlier that he caught, but he was flying out of bounds a little too fast. This one he stayed in bounds. Buckeye ball. Nice job by Garrison and the Buckeye defense.
They spotted at the Buckeye 23. 3:51 to play in the game. Buckeyes up 42-6.
That's a 3rd turnover the Tomcats have committed tonight, allowing the Buckeyes a couple different times to get in good positions here.
Jay Elliott at center for the Buckeyes. Snaps it to Colt Adams. Hand off on the right side. Reed spins away from a would-be tackler.
Somehow still up. Emmons carried the ball now 3 different times. I don't think he has any actual positive yards, but man, he's run hard every time. The defense just been swarming towards him.
No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 for Nelsonville-York. Colt Adams at quarterback, takes a snap, hand off to the tailback. Short gain on the play for the Buckeyes. Actually spotted at the 25.
Again, I believe that was Jeremy Warren on the carry. Gets a yard on it.
3rd down and about 9 for the Buckeyes. Remember, we have a set of card keys.
3rd down and about 8 for Nelsonville-York.
And we also have a camera. We're doing pretty good up here tonight, but if these are yours, you'd like to come up and pick them up, we'll be glad to give them to you.
Buckeyes on their own 25, third down and about 8. Adams hands it off. Running back taken down right around the 26-yard line.
Number 30, Nick Spouts on the carry that time, and that didn't go anywhere. They didn't fool anybody. The defense of the Tomcats, as you could see, probably put 9 guys in the box that time. They were squeezing it in.
Buckeyes will punt it away. Dustin Young once again punting. Jacob Perkins, the long snapper. Wyatt Deek back deep to receive the punt for Trimble. Nice punt by Dustin Young. Deek takes it right around the 41. Escapes a would-be tackler.
Bobby Lightwine just missed him, but Dakota Hook didn't. Dakota Hook makes a great open field tackle, wrapping him up at midfield.
Trimble will start at the Buckeye 49. 1:48 to play in the game. Buckeyes up by 36.
Well, now the Buckeyes got to start looking at what else they've got going on at the beginning of this season. You know, we talked about it last year. They have a out-of-conference schedule, extremely tough yet again this year like it was last year. The road games this year are much more difficult when you look at the entirety of their schedule.
Justin Jewell at quarterback. Back to pass, being rushed.
Nice pressure.
Rolls to the left, breaks a tackle. And he'll go down after a gain of about 8 yards for Justin Jewell.
Justin Kuhn on the stop out there for an 8-yard gain. But what I was starting to say, you start looking at the road games for the Buckeyes this year. They're going to be going to Newark Catholic next week. 2 weeks after that, they're going to be going to Bishop Reedy. Then within the conference, they're going to be on the road with Meigs, Alexander, Athens, some of the tougher teams within the TVC Ohio. So they've got a tough road ahead of them, but a lot of optimism for this team, as you can see here tonight. They've got a lot of versatile players. They got a lot of speed. They got a lot of strength on the line. They were able to do a lot of what they wanted to do throughout the entire evening. So the Buckeyes have a very promising season ahead of them.
Trimble takes a timeout, and they're taking out the first team offensive unit, and the second team about ready to go in for the Tomcats.
Kendall Herbert, please come to the press box. Kendall Herbert, please come to the press box.
Micaiah Couch in the quarterbacking now for the Tomcats, number 35.
Micah Couch.
Micah.
.123 to play in the fourth quarter. Trimble with a 2nd and 2 at the Buckeye 40. Buckeyes now bringing in more of their second team unit on defense after Trimble taking out their first team offense. Pitch out on the left side. Running back dives. It looks like he's got the first down for the Tomcats. Bryce Mathers, I believe, on the carry.
Yeah, I don't know who brought him down on that far side. Nice little run by Bryce around the left side that time.
Trimble at the Nelsonville-York 37-yard line, first down and 10. Again, Micah Couch at quarterback, wearing number 35. First and 10, Trimble at the Buckeye 37. Hand off to the first man through, and the running back dives forward. That's Jacob Altier. He'll pick up about 3. Clock running with 44 seconds to play. Second down and 7 for the Tomcats at the Buckeye 34. Micah Couch hands it off. Terry Simmerly on the carry, and the Buckeyes right there to bring him down back at the 38.
Number 22, Jeremy Warren on the stop that time for the Buckeyes.
And that looks like that'll be the final play of the game, clock running at 5 seconds. And that will be the final game of this varsity football game at Gloucester Stadium. Nelsonville-York comes away with a 42-6 win over Trimble.